to talk about how to get your negatives and slides, either black and white or in color, over to digital. And I found this handy dandy Wolverine 4-in-1 film to digital converter. And just to show you what, you'll find a link on my website as to how to get a hold of one of these. And I'll show you what's inside the box. Oops, as it all falls out. This is the plug to plug it in, which we will do. These are the little holders for the different types of media. So we can even do Super 8s, we can do slide negatives 145s, we can do slides, negatives, and more negatives, all different sizes. This is a little brush to clean it, and this is the Wolverine. And of course we have instructions. So let's take out that Wolverine. And it's got the little cover on it. Take off the cover. And this little thing is to clean it. And the side here is where we need to clean it, then we take the plastic off and clean it. So we've taken it out of the package and we've put things together. We've plugged it in and now we power it up. And when it powers up, it says no card. And you will not get a card in the package. So you do need to remember to get an SD card, and then you put the card in the back of the Wolverine. Just like there's a little picture here, it shows you how to put it in. And of course that's how you're going to get things over to your computer. You can actually plug this directly into your computer, obviously using this, but the card is so much easier. So it tells you right up front that there is no card and you want to put one in. I usually look for a class 10 card, and that'll cover just about all your bases. And then it goes to film type, but there are other things on here. Delete all, you can delete everything on your card. You can convert things, you can do a playback, you can put your USB to your computer, you can choose another language, and then we're back to film type. So we're going to say OK film type, and it starts with a slide positive, and actually the other options are color negative and black and white negative. But we're going to start with a slide positive, and we're actually going to use the slide adapter, which is this, and we're going to choose a color slide and put it, in the adapter, this side up. Yep. So we put the color slide in the adapter like this, and then we put that in here in the side. So we've chosen, we say OK to slide positive, and we're going to choose the 126. Actually, let's go to the 135 and say OK. And there is the picture right there. That was on the slide. And we say OK, or we say convert at the top. We click on the convert mode. And then we want to save it, and it goes to save immediately, so we say OK, and that it's saving, and now it's saved. That's how you do the slides, regular old color slides. Okay. Next, we're going to do the negatives, and I've got stream of negatives here. I don't know who's on them, so let's find out. This will be fun. These were left over from my grandfather, so I have no idea. This could be a lot of fun. Should have been that one though. There we are. Film type. Say OK, and then we're going to go to a color negative. These are in color, but they are negatives, and we're going to say that that is a 110. Say OK. And there it is. It's a little bright, and I don't even know who that is. and it's the wrong size. So we're not going to save that. We're going to go back to the home. Say OK. I've chosen the wrong film type, which is a good lesson to learn. So say OK, film type, and it still is a color negative. You say OK, but we're going to go to the 135 and see if that's it. That's the right size. Now I've got the entire picture in there. Still don't know who it is. Must be neighbors of my grandparent. But then we can say convert and save. And it's already converted to the negative or to the positive. So then we just click on save and say OK, and it saves it for us onto the card. And then we just go to the next one. Oh, and there's my mom and her sister. And you say convert and save, OK. And then you go on to the next one. And that's as easy as it can get, you know. There's my mom and her sister again. And then next, there's one other thing that I wanted to share with you. It does different size negatives as well, like the little teeny 110s. It does that too. But there's one other thing that it does that I just am so happy that it does, and that is Super 8s. I have this Super 8 film that was eaten by an old projector, and I really thought it was lost, but it's not. And here's how I saved it. I've used this little adapter here. You insert the Super 8 in here, like this, to frame 1. And then you take that and put it in your negative holder, just right there in the middle, and it slides right there. And then you put it in like that, and you can see it. Now we're talking about really a color negative or a color positive, so we need to switch that around. It's more like the slide. So we need to go back to our home, say OK. We're going to go to film type, and we need a slide positive. This is a slide positive. We say OK, and then Super 8 is a choice. So we're going to go to the Super 8 choice, and we will see the picture in there, line it up. So we see the picture there, and we click convert, and it's on save. We say OK. And what that does is it not only saves it, but it rotates it 90 degrees. Okay, and then you go to the next one. And the directions will tell you that it will, you only need to do every 6th frame. Because this is my home or my own family, I'm doing every frame, and then when I insert that into my movie making software, which we'll get into in a few weeks, then you'll really appreciate that you did every frame. So that's the Wolverine film to digital converter. And what I'll do next is actually, after I've done all of these, it takes about 12 seconds per frame for the Super 8s. And after I've done all of those, I will take out my card, I'll turn it off, take out my card, plug that into my computer, and then I am all set to go. I have digitized all of these different mediums. Slides, negatives, and my Super 8s, all with the little Wolverine. Very handy. Thanks for watching.